Why being real is most attractive. The truth will turn her on. Let's start with a simple observation. Find a couple that's clearly been together for years. The ones that are scrolling on their phones, sitting in silence, disconnected and dull. They didn't get that way overnight. They stopped telling each other the truth. Boredom is what happens when people go on autopilot. When they start repressing who they are, what they want, and how they feel. And that, not height, not money, not looks, is what kills attraction. Women don't leave men because they're not 6 feet tall or rich. They leave because they're bored. And boredom starts the moment a man abandons his truth. The #1 attraction killer, repressing your truth. When a man stops asking himself, who am I, what do I want, where am I going, and instead starts trying to become what he thinks she wants, he loses himself. And a man with no sense of self is boring. Period. Women aren't attracted to men who mold themselves, they're attracted to energy, direction, and unapologetic truth. It's not about being the loudest, boldest guy in the room, it's about being the most real. Stop looking for love outside yourself. Here's the myth. If I want love, I have to go find it. The reality? Love isn't something you find, it's something you generate. And until you do, no amount of dating, swiping, or seduction will fill the void. You won't let anyone love you more than you love yourself. You'll block it, you'll sabotage it, you'll chase the emotionally unavailable, then wonder why you keep ending up heartbroken. And worse, you won't be able to give real love either. You'll perform, you'll people please, you'll give to get. That's not love, that's a transaction, a covert contract. You attract what you are. Jesus said, love your neighbor as yourself. That wasn't just a moral command, that was a psychological reality. You love others only to the extent that you love yourself. So if your self-love is a 4 out of 10, you're only letting yourself experience level 4 love. Both ways. Want to raise your attraction? Raise your self-love. Be the kind of man who sees himself as lovable and worthy. Not because a woman validates you, but because you know your own value. But what if I'm just not attractive? Good question. Attraction isn't a checklist. It's not square jaws, V-shaped torsos, or a perfect Tinder profile. It's energy. It's direction. It's how a man shows up. Do you know where you're going in life? Are you doing things that light you up? Do you walk into a room like you belong there? Robert Glover put it perfectly. Women, the feminine in general, are naturally drawn to a man who is comfortable in his own skin, knows where he's going, and looks like he's having a good time along the way. It's not about being indifferent. It's about being outcome agnostic. You take action, not to get a result, but because it's who you are. Vulnerability isn't oversharing. Being vulnerable doesn't mean turning your date into your therapist. Real vulnerability is measured, grounded, and intentional. It's saying, hey, I'm not at 100% today, and owning it. Then getting up, doing your workout, and showing up anyway. Glover shared a moment where he told his wife he was feeling a little low. He didn't dump, he didn't dramatize, he shared his reality and moved on with his day. She responded with cut fruit and care. That's healthy intimacy. But if you're sharing your pain as a way to get love or pity or sex, that's not vulnerability. That's manipulation. Let's be honest, most men get into self-development for one reason, to get laid. And you know what? That's fine. It's the entry point. But if you stick with it, you realize the goal isn't women. It's you. Becoming a man who wakes up energized, who moves with purpose, who lives a life so damn good that women just want to be a part of it. That's the real flex. And ironically, when you stop needing women to validate you, they show up anyway. We live in a culture of curation, filters, edits, half-truths, so when someone shows up fully as themselves, it's magnetic. Yes, being honest can get you rejected, but rejection isn't bad, it's clarity. Glover teaches men to get to rejection quickly. Because that's how you know who's real, who's into you, and who's not. When you hold back, you stay stuck in limbo. When you speak your truth, you get feedback fast, and if she flips out, goes vindictive, or loses it, guess what? There were red flags, you ignored them. That's not honesty's fault. That's your boundary problem. Stop trying to be who you think women want. It's a losing game. Start becoming the man you want to be, and share that version with the world. Let people see the real you, your weirdness, your scars, your ambitions, your edge, your truth. Because the truth isn't just attractive, it's irresistible. If this hit home, follow me here and on YouTube at Arif Psychology. New blogs and videos weekly on self-mastery, dating, and masculine transformation. Let's build better men.